What's up, my YouTube family? It's your boy Roberto checking in with another video, guys. So if you guys don't know what happened, we had a university shooting at Brown University here in the United States. Immediately after that, we had a beach shooting in Australia of two guys that were considered extremists, but the truth came out and we found out that they were IDF soldiers who had just been sent back to Australia, who are, I believe, citizens of Australia now, even though that's not their birth country. They're citizens there. And in this shooting, they were seen on video just taking crazy, like just literally shooting people. And we had one innocent, well, I'm not gonna say innocent, one hero who jumped in to stop one of the shooters. And he was a Muslim. They tried to pin this thing on Muslims. Why would they do this? Think about it, guys. Because they are trying to push this narrative and flip this narrative, trying to make it seem as if a certain group of people have been targeted. Now, this group of people has been getting destroyed by the internet. So coincidentally, in Australia, they were celebrating Hanukkah at this beach. So it looked as if this was an anti-Semitic attack. People that did not respect Jews, that don't care for Jews, who were trying to take them out. But more of the story started being unveiled. I seen the guy's Facebook. There's gonna be a lot of things you're gonna see. The guy, you know, he represented Israel. He's an IDF soldier. It was him and his dad. This is the shooting that took place in Australia. And if you guys know, Australian gun laws are very, very strict, unlike here in America. So the guys that were shooting, one of them was killed. The father was killed. That was the one who had the gun ripped away from him. The son was the lone survivor who was arrested. Now, Candace Owens spoke about the truth coming out about something big happening, 9/11 type thing happening. Now, guys, Candace Owens had been taking a lot of heat for saying this 9/11 type attack was going to happen in the second week of December. Guys, Candace Owens predicted this, and they've been trying to call her crazy and all types of things. How does she know this stuff? Because our government is planning these type of assassinations. They're planning them. And while planning them, there's people within the government that are exposing these things and sending it. Long story short, we have spies within our government that work for other countries. And not only do they work for other countries in order to destroy our country and drag our government down and expose what our government's really doing, they give these things off to journalists or whoever's really popping at the time. Candace Owens is all the talk right now, especially since the Charlie Kirk passing. Candace Owens is really, really become a voice for the truth. I never cared for Candace Owens. I've never cared for her. But she's been exposing a lot of things that's been going on in our government. She's supposed to be having a private sit-down talk with Charlie Kirk's wife, which is on the 15th, which I believe is today. They're supposed to have a talk in private. Now, what's going to be talked about, I couldn't tell you that. Some of the things I could tell you guys. Don't mind my glasses. They broke, but I got some new ones. I just got to get my prescription put in it. Anyways, they're probably going to talk about a lot of things. There are some things that Charlie Kirk's wife may try to get her to silence on, because with the truth coming out and the world turning against a certain group of people, the American lies coming to light, people are now finding out that the American military played a part in his assassination. The American government played a part in his assassination. Why are we not talking about this more? Why were there Egyptian jets following around Erica Kirk's plane, or her private jet, for years? Egyptian jets, guys, following around Charlie Kirk's wife's jet for the past 3 years. There's over 60-something times where they cross paths. That's almost unheard of. Unheard of in the airspace world. So think about this. He's assassinated. His views started to shift towards something much different than what he was supposed to be talking about. He started to open his eyes. Now, he's assassinated. With him being assassinated, his wife moves into place to take over Turning Point. His wife has deep connections to the Jewish community. Deep connections. With her having those connections, she started to shift the view back to the original way. Now, at the event where Charlie Kirk was killed at, there was over 13 foreign phones there. 13 foreign phones. Then on top of that, somebody on Twitter had made a post predicting his death. Predicting this man's death on the exact day. How does that happen? How? How can you predict the death of a high-profile person like that without having some inside scoop? So that means that person, regardless who that person is, they knew something, or they knew somebody that knew something. As I said before, these type of things just don't just happen. You don't just find this or make random guesses like this. When the truth starts to come out, people start to change. And we see his wife walking around, God forbid, losing your husband or your wife for anybody. But it doesn't seem like genuine. I feel like she played a part in his assassination. She played a big part in his assassination. A lot of people are saying, he might not be dead. He may still be alive. Even if he's dead, or he's still alive, she played a part in it. And if he's hiding out somewhere, it's all because he didn't bend over to those in power. Our government is controlled by a powerful group of people that don't even live in this country. And I'm learning this more and more, that the people that actually control our government don't reside here, but they own the majority of our money. They own the majority of our debt. They own our citizens. They have our data. Our country has been sold for at least 60 years now. We have not been in control of our own government. And our funds, our war, we are bullied into going to war for other countries. I'm not going to say that country's name, but they have complete control over everybody within our government. Because why? They're on the payroll. Why? They have blackmail on them. The Epstein files are slowly beginning to release. More pictures are beginning to release. But not only that, there are individuals that are in the Epstein files that are very powerful people who are above presidents. Very powerful people that are above presidents. How can somebody be above the president? Guys, the president isn't the most powerful person in the country. He's just the face of the country. It's just like when you have CEOs of some of these companies and they have to go through the board of directors. Everybody thinks the CEO runs this, CEO runs that. But who controls the CEO? Board of directors ultimately can remove CEOs and things of that sort. And they're just behind the scenes. You normally don't know who the board of directors are. Now, with that being said, the CEOs have been very, very scared of these files being released. Not every CEO, but there are some CEOs. What CEOs and why would they be scared? Well, I'm not going to tell any names of any particular CEOs, but there are some that are in the Epstein files, and if they are found out and they're exposed, their company will collapse. And I said this in a previous video. This is why they don't want you guys knowing the truth about the Epstein files, because if the truth comes out, the economy will crash, because people will find out that a lot of these companies are run by pedophiles. A lot of them. And our government knows that. Our president knows that. Our second president of Israel knows that. He is the one holding it against our head and using it against our politicians. So why on earth are all these things being hidden and kept from the public like this? Why are they killing off our high-profile activists, whether you agree with them or not? Why are they being killed? Why can't we speak about other countries in our country? Isn't it America first? Why is this happening? What is truly going on out there? Who is calling the shots? Is it Benjamin Netanyahu? Or is it somebody much bigger? Why is our president trying so hard to get Benjamin Netanyahu a pardon from the president of Israel? Why? He's facing corruption charges and he has all these things going on, and yet our president is trying to protect this guy. This is never a good thing when you have corruption. You don't protect a corrupt person, especially if they're how can I say this? Considered one of the most evil people on this planet. They're doing a genocide in a country right now. They're killing thousands of people. So why would you defend that? Why would you want that person to have a pardon? Tell me. Guys, there's so much stuff coming out right now. We're gonna get deep into it. We're gonna expose this. We are going to, the truth is gonna come, guys. Just know that. And we will continue talking about this. A lot more to come, guys. This is Roberto Conspiracy Files. I'm exposing everything going on right now. I'm exposing our government. I'm exposing the truth. I'm exposing what's out there. We have to find out who's really running this circus of a world right now. And we have to expose these people and remove them. And we have to take back control. Guys, be safe. Keep your eyes open and don't be fooled. Society is going crashing down. Lies are being exposed. Truths are being exposed for what they are. And they continue to try to assassinate these activists, guys. Can't let this keep happening.